Hello everyone. In today's video I'm going to be continuing my Tears of the Kingdom series. Off camera I grinded and Link is now a ninja. No, I'm just kidding. I just equipped it. This is the most ninja-like armor set I could find for this joke. Yep. Anyways, but all jokes aside, I just did some grinding off camera. My axe broke, so then that's why I got this Lizzle sword. And in this episode we're going to the Thunderhead Islands. I'd mentioned in the last episode to get sticky elixirs, so that way the players can have an easier time climbing. But now it's time to go up. Make sure you don't have any wooden, well, metal gear. These are the only non-metal things I have. Now we're going to that madhouse in front of us. It should be easy enough. If you want to get there further, you can do what I'm doing, where I use Tulin's ability, but then I let go of the glider and re-pull it out. It's a little bit of a glitch in this game, where it increases how far you go, because the player will still have a lot of speed. If I were going by default, the speed would have already worn off, but in this case, the speed's still going. So that's kind of the whole reason why y'all will probably see me throughout the series pulling out the glider and just getting rid of it. I'm just going to simply fly over this part. I mean, it's pretty simple. If you go up there, they want you to come down onto this one. Then they want you to go there, climb the staircase, ascend to where this enemy is, and just kind of keep gliding like how I am. And if you fall down there, just keep gliding to platform. Here, however, I'm going to need to ascend. Alright. If you'll see this thing, this is a lightning rod. As you can see, it's going to start working. Once lightning strikes, this platform I'm standing on will simply lift me up. If you're too impatient, you can use the lightning ability and then strike this thing yourself to get it moving. Although, I can wait for it. I have enough time. If you need a lot of these ancient arowana fish, here's the place to get them. They're not too hard to catch here. A little tip for this area, just don't stand next to the trees because the lightning does a lot of damage. At this point in the game, you will need a certain amount of heart containers, which you're going to need 10, which I happen to have that amount. Here, if I can, I'm going to sneak past this enemy, just because he's really powerful, and I can't one-shot kill him with an opposite element, because there is no opposite element of lightning in this game. And if it gets the water, then you're pretty much done for, because the lightning will spread out and shock the player. As you can see, dodging him was pretty simple, so now he's just over there. Here they're showing the players that this thing can get struck here. It actually got struck twice. And basically they want the player to they're just showing how you can get on the minecart rails. So we're going to be building one of these things out of wood. Now just so y'all don't do this, just make sure you look around because there are fans here. You don't want to accidentally pull out an extra fan. Make sure when you're attacking it you hit the fan and instead of jumping and then attacking, because otherwise the wood will break and Link will fall to the ground. Actually get this shock fruit right here. Now we can ascend here. I'm actually making very good time. Here you can see there's a chest right there, and this block. I'm just going to jump. I actually made that look easy. And there's an extra shock emitter in here. I'm going to get all the extra free food items. From this point, actually, I mean, you could actually, yeah, we're going to have to go down there. We're going to fly over here. You don't have to fight that construct, although you can if you want to. I'm going to get this fan attached to this piece of wood right here. And now I'm going to ascend. Well, when I get to the location. Get your ascend ready. This part that's sticking down right here, we're going to be ascending through it. Here's that shrine that y'all saw a minute ago. Alright, now we're going to be going through there, where the little part that sticks out. Now that we're at the top of this, there's a device dispenser. If you want to, you can get the stuff from inside of it, although I think I'll be good right now. Here there's just a ton of likes here. Just don't let them swallow you. I'm just gonna dodge that. Let me see what's inside of this chest. There's a big battery. We have another one of these lightning rods. This one we need to point at a specific direction. These little poles right here will be the indicator, which are going to be going right over there. So now I just gotta wait. Perfect timing. Here you'll get a lot of extra height. So what you could do is fly over this and get over there. However, I'm going to kind of show what it would look like if you didn't do that. Just that way you kind of have a general idea of what to do. I'm going to grab some of this stuff. We're going to build one of those, I guess they're sort of like minecarts, but not really. I guess I'll call it a makeshift minecart, because I don't know what else to call it. And if anything, these things almost resemble a boat. That's just my opinion. Right here, we will need to go up there, but we want to build a second one of these, which they actually have one of them right here. And there's another fan. So I'm just going to stick the fan on there. Alright, just like that. Just make sure you don't drop this. And there's a bunch of extra wood, but still just make sure you don't drop it here. You can probably guess what we're doing. We're going on this first one, and then we'll be jumping onto this next one. And then that was actually a really close one. Now we can just run this way. If the lightning were a few feet over, it would have struck me and this vehicle, and I probably would have had to find a different way around it. Alright, here, what we're going to want to do, the first time I did this, I actually climbed up this side part. That's why I suggested the sticky potions. I'm pretty sure there's actually another way around it. Let me go see. But if that's the case, I apologize for making y'all get a bunch of extra sticky frogs. Yeah, I remember. I only found out about this path later in the game when I was exploring every sky island, which I've actually done it. I've been to every single sky island in this game. And now, it may not sound that impressive, but when I say that, I mean I went on every square inch, like looked for every secret tunnel. The only exception to this was the Hyrule Castle and the Great Sky Island. But yeah, that's about it. I was right, there was an extra area over here. That's a pretty tough enemy. I'm just gonna go past him. I'll probably need more heart containers. That's why I'm always suggesting the grind off camera. That's why I'm always doing it and telling you all to do it, just because of how powerful the enemies are in this game. Alright, here we're going to have another one of these things, which is going to launch us upward. I'm actually pretty sure this part right here was just a bonus chest. Yeah, here it is. Well, actually, it's part of the main area. If we go down this way, there's going to be a little diving platform, which that'll take us to the next place we need to be. Which y'all may have figured out the shape by now at the dragon head, which we're going into the eye, where the shrine is. And perfect landing. Alright, just like at the start of the game, we're going to be slashing through all of these, which there's actually no more lightning. I'll just stick with this weapon since it's the one I've already used. This is one of these statues here in case you have enough orbs in order to open this door. Right, now that we've gotten to the other side of the door, there's this mask here which we're going to examine it. Alright, now in this room you can see some molds here on the wall. These will have something to do in the future. Don't worry about taking pictures of them, it's not necessary, it's just a little detail that I noticed. I'll explain to y'all later. But with that cutscene done, now we gotta go to this green line where the mask is pointing, which is gonna be all the way over there. Now if you're wondering how on earth am I supposed to get there, there's plenty of vehicles and a device dispenser right here. But really we just need a simple setup in order to get there. Don't forget that planes can fly in this game even without fans or anything else. You don't even need the steering stick. If you just do a plane by itself and get it in the mid-air, you can fly just fine. Alright, now we're going to put that on there. And I'm just going to do one rocket. Alright, here we go. Now we're going to grab the mask and stick it on the front of the plane. Right now we have it on the front of the plane. We're just going to put this on here and hop on. If you have the auto build ability, which is found later in the game, you can actually just go ahead and save this auto build, which then you can pull out the mask anytime you want to, if you want to build with it. It doesn't do anything after you've done this quest, but it's just still a little neat thing that you can do, which we're actually almost there. If you remember from Breath of the Wild, this is where the player would have found Xant's helmet. I missed. Let's see here. Just like one of those shrines, we're just bringing this here. Alright, after that, a doorway opened, which now, this was a little surprising the first time I did it, we're actually going to the depths. This is an elevator that'll take us there. Now we're taking the mask all the way over here. If you want to, you could actually first get the light route, which I'm actually going to do that. Alright, now it's a little easier to see. We're now going to put the mask back in the proper spot. Alright, and now I wonder where it goes. Does it go here? What about down here? Nah, just kidding. It goes right here. Alright, with that, 4 storehouses, lights have opened up, and y'all can probably guess what we're doing. We're going to each individual one of them. I guess I'll start with this one. Be careful of the enemies, because if y'all remember, they make you lose your hearts temporarily. I'm just going to run past them. Go this way, and now we're here. We're going to be activating a switch around here. Alright, now as you all can see, that door got closed and the other one opened. When I played this game the first time, I was trying to use the stake to get the door to stay open, but that did not work. It just pushed the stake out of the way. And I'm referring to the ones that go into the walls. Here we're just going to go on this elevator and get the leg to go up the staircase. Well, the elevator. Here we're going to be attaching a rocket to it, but don't just go sending it off yet. I gotta push this thing. Alrighty, once it's in position, which I think that should be good. Only maybe put it up a little bit. There you go. That should be a perfect position. Now put that in place, and I'm actually going to hop on there myself. And now I'm going to ride off. If that were to happen, what you can do is rewind it and then get Ultra Hand ready. When it comes back up, I'll grab it. If you failed to do this, there's a secondary rocket back there, which is actually a device dispenser. Actually, I don't think I've seen that one before. That's actually new to me. Anyways, now we're just coming over here. Let me see what's up this way. Don't forget that you can use those bright bloom seeds. That's just a bomb flower. Here, what you can do is use the leg in the box for some extra protection against these lasers. Nope, that did not work. There's some bomb flowers here, and also some zonite. And also this chest. I think the bottom just has carts. Anyways, now we can go back this way. You can just run through that. Alright, now I think there's supposed to be like a rocket around here. I don't see one. I think what they would have wanted the player to do was to take one off the elevator right there and use it. But I did not, so I gotta improvise. You see here? Yep, I got one. We're just gonna be flying this over there. Let me actually get on there. And here we go. Now we're getting the first part to the location we need it at. Alright, the first one's been delivered. Don't worry if you see this thing shatter, like right now. Now we just gotta insert it. Here we go. Alright, now we need to do this 3 more times. I'm gonna try getting that one over there. Let's see here. If you see that giant root, we can just go up with that and then get to the next gatehouse. This is one of those Evermeans, and an item called a Muddle Bud. When you throw this at an enemy, it confuses the enemy, and it'll make it start attacking the other ones. So you can basically just use this to make enemies turn on each other and fight until there's one left. Here's the next gatehouse. As per usual, the gate is now closed and we gotta find another way out. If you're wondering what to do here, you just gotta hit this tire, and it's kind of a strange door, but it's also kind of cool. Now here, there's lava, so we're gonna need to grab this steering stick, and we can even grab the 2 wheels on this side. Be careful because when you see my battery draining on the bottom, well, more of the middle of the screen, you can see that it's still going. Now we're just going to turn those off and attach them to this thing. I actually think I did this wrong. I need to do it the other way. Alright, put that on there. Now we can go through this lava with ease. Or, I guess partially easy. I'm going to position it first. If we position it like this, it'll work. I literally just fell into the lava. Just put it in like this where you can get on there safely. Right now I'm actually ready. So now I just gotta go forward. It tends to get caught on these little rails right here. We're gonna do the same thing here, although this time it's easier. Because we just gotta stick it through here. And now we can ride it through. Right here, there's another one of these doors. I think they want you to reattach the wheels and then do the same door mechanic. However, I have a different idea. Just push this upward and then use the rewind on it. And then wedge this through there so that way it can't crush you. And now it's all done. Okay, now here we're going to need one of these fans attached to this. But we're also going to need to get rid of the giant wheels. And then reposition the steering stick. I think it was this one, but it was either this one or another one that was really fun. Which I'll show you all why right now. Just looking for the bright bloom seed. Oh yep, here it is. The player gets to go down a water slide. Even after you beat this dungeon, you can still come here and use this. So it's a nice little feature. Alright. And now we can just sail on to this little side right here and get the next part to the location. Just make sure you don't accidentally hit the bomb flowers. Alright, here's the next one delivered. Alright, now the next part's been delivered. Now we're going to the next gatehouse. You can just run past that enemy. I think there's supposed to be another light route around here. However, I did not find it. Okay, be careful with that, because that's a boss bokoblin. If you want a distraction, here's probably the best one. Don't let him or the other ones hit you. We're just going to be running to the gatehouse and going up the staircase. At this point in the game, you should have enough of the stages to help fight all the enemies. Alright, now we're going up the staircase right here. There's the other light route I was talking about. That would actually make this easier. Same as last time, the door will close and another one will open. Alright, now here's another unique kind of invention. There's a conveyor belt made out of tires. So if I just put this on here, it's going to go up. Unfortunately, it can't take Link up unless Link hops on here. Now this part here always gets me confused. I'll try to do my best to explain it. I'm gonna hop on top of it. Well, it's certainly doing something. Okay, I'm literally about to fall off here. I almost fell off, but this worked. I guess if you do this yourself, just try to find an easier way to stay on there. But as you can see, some of the wheels were on the bottom and some of them were on the side. Okay, here what we have to do is build a car and then bring it down to where everything else is. Now if we're wondering how we're going to steer this thing, there's a steering stick around here somewhere. Just gotta find it. Here we go, there's actually two of them. Here we go, good enough. Which now we can race to the bottom. Once again, if you don't feel like fighting the enemies, you can just simply throw the Goron at them and distract them, which is actually working. Here's the next one, destroying the vehicle I built. Just one more to go. Alright, I think the final one is the furthest one. Oh, I can't find it. Where was it? Oh, there it is, over there. I don't know where the light route is. Actually, it's to my left. We're gonna go up this giant bone here, which this will actually take us to the light route. And run across this stuff, which now we just need to climb up a little bit. I'm pretty sure you should have enough stamina. If not, you can ascend right here. Here you go. Here's the next light route. Right here, there's actually a bunch of enemies carrying other enemies. So we're just going to run past them because they're going to drop in the other ones. Almost like if they're deploying them right next to me. Okay, what we're going to want to do here is, I'm just looking for the area. Here we go, we're going to jump off over here. You could either jump to this one and go to that one, but I'm just going to go straight to that one since it's pretty easy. Here's the final room. Alright, now we're going to put this on this elevator and send it up. If you want to help the elevator out, you can simply pick this up yourself. Which, as you can see, the leg hit me, but it didn't actually crush me. Okay, I think this part always confuses me, but you just gotta put this on like that. So that way it goes around these parts that hold up the rail. The only thing we need now is a fan, which there happens to be one right here. So I'm just gonna glue this on there. I'm gonna speed up the process here. There we go, and now I just gotta shoot this thing to activate it, which it's now gonna go up and all around the room, like a roller coaster. We're gonna be ascending once it gets to the top, like right now. Alrighty, and now we're here to grab it. Now we're going to send it up the next elevator. Pick this up to help it go faster. And now we're at the top. This one we got to fly it. So we got to get one of the planes from over there. But here the elevator is broken. As you can see, the rail's not working. So we can just simply climb up this side part right here. I think there's a chest around here. Yeah, there it is. Actually, I'm gonna grab it really quick. Alright, we have 3 zonite now. I'll attach the steering stick on there correctly. And put this right here, and now we can just attach the fans onto here, and then of course the robotic body part to bring back to the center. I'm going to stick the steering stick on top of here, and then put the box on top of here. You'll need more fan power if you want to do it like that. However, if you didn't attach fans to the box, you can just do it like this. Which, as you can see, the plane flies pretty well even with this giant box attached to it. Alright, there's going to be a bunch of cutscene stuff that I'll be skipping as per usual. Now, the surprising twist that this mech suit is actually not here to destroy us and is not a test or any boss fight. We can actually ride on it. The only downside is there's no replacement heart containers or anything, so if an enemy hits you, it'll do the same amount of damage to Link as it would to the mech suit. I mean, it's still pretty cool. However, the only issue is, like if Link were just going on the ground himself, he'd be a lot stronger. But I mean, other than that, this is still a really cool feature. Alright, here they're giving an example of how Link can very much fuse stuff to the mech suit. To do that, just tap X and you'll either be able to choose the back part, the left hand, or the right hand. Which each thing will do something when you add it to a different area. Also, the robot can shield and parry, which is a pretty neat feature. I'm going to end the episode here, just because it's getting, well, it's like there's a lot of time on the episode. But we're going to be going to this, the yellow dot on my map. But of course I'll be doing that in the next episode. Well anyways, hope you all enjoyed this video, so please like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Goodbye.